Hello, this is Waffle. Just want to explain what I meant yesterday by the tweet here with the previous monthly VWAP. So this is your VWAP here, the dashed line at 66k. You've got your upper band and your lower band. So plus and minus 1 standard deviation. This would act as your value area low and value area high upper. So before I get started, I just want to say I saw two interesting things with the VWAP. So you had the overlapping of the previous quarterly VWAP range and the previous monthly. Moreover, on the actual VWAP structure itself, this was a large range and untested or untraded. So you'd expect that the levels would be respected. So once you break in, you'd expect the traversal across the range into the mid, and if it accepts, then into the upper range. And with the rejection, that you'd end up seeing it reverse from that. Now, another thing to add was, since you've got the overlap as well of the two value areas, so the quarterly and the monthly, you'd expect that price would respect. Sorry, I tell the brain fart. No, with the overlapping areas, it also adds a confluence to how you'd use auction market theory. So again, like I said, once you break in, you'd expect it to play by the rules. And so hypothetically, once it does break in, you target the previous quarterly and the monthly as areas to target. So you'd either expect it to reverse from the previous quarterly, or hold at previous quarterly and then test the monthly, and from there it should hold and go higher, or you end up breaking the lows, retesting the previous quarterly VWAP as bearish resistance and moving down to retest the lower area of the range. Now, what I was checking yesterday was to be clear if we accepted into the range. So first things off, price broke through the quarterly VWAP into the monthly, retested the monthly, and now you'd be looking for longs targeting a sweep of this high and the continuation up until the previous quarterly VWAP. But as you see here, price SFP'd, and I'm pretty sure if you look at you could look at EXO, or you could just look at CVD and see how delta wasn't following the move. So you end up front running 62.3. Price obviously comes back down, but as it came down, it SFP'd the low here, and you had bullish divergence in delta around here. So basically, this was a brilliant SFP of the structure, and you had the confluence that it also retested and held the lower band of the monthly. So now you target the second POI here at the previous monthly VWAP, because once you front run a level, you tend to push through it the second time around. So you see here, we start to build time at the edge of value, and as you're building time, it pushes through, and we get the climax here at the previous monthly VWAP. So at the start, when I said that you tend to respect the fresh levels, you can see how price did in fact respect it both times. Well, once here at the quarterly and once here at the monthly. So now what you'd want to see, if you want to see continuation higher, would be for price to reclaim the previous quarterly VWAP and for it to break higher and eventually break the previous monthly VWAP. But if price does compress here, and you end up seeing bearish delta, you'd expect it to revert all the way back down. Something else I'm looking at is the daily VWAP here. So you've got your new keyboard. So yeah, you've got your previous daily value area high here as well. So yeah, ideally you want to see it break higher, but if price does fall back into the previous daily value area, you'd expect it to push down into 64k, and if this low isn't reclaimed, you'd expect to move lower, back down to retest and whatnot. But yeah, I just want to be concise about well, I'm not going to waffle for too much longer. I just want to be concise about what I meant here, and I hope it made sense. Thank you.